On 18th of August, following heavy rainfall, a breach happened on the embankments of the river Kosi on the Indo-Nepal border. The river itself changed its course and it flew into several villages and districts of Bihar, inundating them on its flow. 4 million people have been displaced, livestock have been lost. This is an unprecedented tragedy. The first time the scale of disaster is happening to Bihar. The good thing is that Save the Children already had an office in Bihar. We were responding to last year's flood situation when the current flood happened. In the initial phase, what we've been doing is to reach them with hygiene kits. The second thing that we're doing is that we are running a community kitchen in Kagaria district. The third thing that we have done is a family reunification campaign to trace and reunite families that are separated. And the fourth thing that we are trying to do is creating safe places for children. One of the main issues that happens during a disaster, especially in Bihar, is trafficking of children. So we are creating safe spaces for children so that children could be protected from traffickers. Children are the most vulnerable. Last year's flood, we have found out that about 2,500 children have been trafficked. When children are separated from their families, when the families lose their livelihoods, especially when men folks start moving out of the camps into other parts of the country in search of jobs, etc., children and women are left behind. And as a desperate act of survival, often lured by the traffickers who would come and say that their children would be well looked after, etc., they would be moved out of these places and would end up in hazardous labor, in brothels and such situations. So it is important to create child-friendly spaces, not only from trafficking, but also in the camps. There are lots of abuses that happen. The scale and the nature of this flooding is huge, and it's going to be a long-term response for us, a response and rehabilitation.